Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Windmill Slam. It is just me today, unfortunately, but we are doing some new stuff with the way I'm going to be recording the show, so hopefully this works out. We're looking at switching programs away from our old friend BB Flashback Express, and for this week I'm also going to be posting the draft and all the rounds as one big video, because some people have said that's something that they would like. So if that's something you like, let us know in the comments below, and maybe we'll keep doing that. It's actually a little bit easier for us to do it that way, but not by a huge amount. So what are we taking here first in this Legacy Cube Swiss draft? I like Condescend. It's probably the strongest blue card in the pack. Delver's not bad at all. Prophetic Bolt's obviously great, but it's double color. Tooth and Nail is a good card to draft around if you want to ramp out and get some big fancy stuff to go and fetch. Fin Hornell is just a good card in both in that deck and in kind of like a mid-rangey value deck. But I think I'm going to take Condescend here. I just find it to be a very, very, very nice card. You can slot in wherever you want. You know, Condescending on turn 2 to stop your opponent's 2 or 3 drop is totally great. Scry 2 sets up your draws very nicely. A deck that I've been having a lot of success with lately is a blue-red sort of controlling type deck with a bunch of burn spells and all that kind of stuff. However, the only blue card in this pack is Mana War, which while I think is good, I'm not actually a huge, massive fan of. I think I prefer Baleful Strix over Mana War, almost certainly, almost all of the time. Obviously Baleful Strix is the second color though, and Mana War is not. I think I'm still going to take the Strix here. Go straight into this black-blue controlling deck where that's where we'd like to be. Obviously we're not super married, we're only one pick in, but I think I like Baleful Strix quite a bit. Let's see if we can... And if black doesn't present itself as being open, we can sidle out of it, that's fine. I think I want to miscalc here. Keeping up with our counterspell theme, it's also a great utility card because it can cycle when you don't need to use it, which is great. Sorry, Markov, not the kind of black card I'm interested in anyway. Other strong cards in the pack are Resto. Restoration Angel is very good. Terminus is very good. Aether Vial is powerful, but I've never had much success with it in Cube. And some lands for fixing. Anox Survivalist, I don't love. I'd much rather have a Reclamation stage than this, I think. And Progenitus is obviously the best target for cheating out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with Miscalculation. I think it's a good spot to pick one up. Here, Liliana's fine. Liliana's an alright card. Not great in a control deck because she only gets your creatures back. So you're going to have trouble finding stuff to hit with her. Although hitting a Baleful Strix is pretty nice. I think I probably just want the Jace, honestly. Kaiga's fine too, but I think the Jace is kind of more where we want to be. Building a nice control deck so far. Keranos is one of my favorite cards in the cube. He is just so good in like a grindy, control-y deck. I found quite often that Reds tends to be very open. Getting a Keranos 5th pick, you know, maybe we'll wheel that Prophetic Bolt. I'm going to hedge a little and take this Keranos and try to move into my favorite current Flavor of the Week archetype, which is blue-red. With that in mind, we could take a Roast. We could just take this Ultimate Price. Take a Sulphur Falls. Sulphur Falls probably not, but we could just play Grixis actually if we just take the Sulphur Falls. But Roast or Ultimate Price? Ultimate Price being sorcery speed is a big deal. I think our Keranos is better than our Baleful Strix. I think blue-red is more where I want to be rather than blue-black. Just because I prefer that deck's more fun. And Cube's kind of about having fun. This doesn't hit players though, and the burn you want really does hit players. You know, I'm going to take the Falls. If we end up in blue-red, this is good. If we don't, we can use it to splash Keranos. If we end up in straight 3-color Grixis, we can do that as well. So, you can take the Falls. The correct pick there was almost certainly the Ultimate Price, to be honest, but I'm much more interested in the Sulphur Falls. Toxic Deluge, very good. Very, very good. Fire and Ice, very good too. I'm really... Nah, I want to play blue-red, okay? I want to play blue-red. I don't want to play blue-black. So, sorry. Toxic Deluge and Ultimate Price would have been well on our way to an excellent control deck. Maybe pick up a Damnation or something later, but no. I want to play a blue-red deck. I'm sorry. Cube is about having fun, in my opinion. Well, you know, all Magic is about having fun, obviously. But I think Cube is a lot more subjective, and Cube is a lot more of a chance to sort of express yourself a little rather than... Oh, that sounds really pretentious. Not so much express yourself, but sort of play the cards you want to play rather than play the cards you think are necessarily the best because all of the cards are so good. There's nothing here for us. if we are blue-red. Attrition strong, though. I guess I'll take a Hordling Outburst. Could take Temple of Tribe, in case we end up in Naya. Sure. Not Naya. Jeskai. Come on, Prophetic Bolt. Here we go, Prophetic Bolt. Wield the Prophetic Bolt. Come on. Here we go. Prophetic Bolt. Blue Red also opens us up to one of my favourite cards in the whole cube, which is Ral's Arik. I think he's amazing. In that I think he's super fun. I don't know how good he actually is. But, come on. Yeah, I love just drafting, Counterburn. Oh, no Prophetic Bolt! Disaster. Delver, though, pretty good in this deck. So I think I'm just happy with that. But no Prophetic Bolt kind of sucks. Doesn't bode super well, but I mean, someone could just cut it. Prophetic Bolt's a very, very, very strong card. Someone could have easily just cut it at some point. Don't love any of these. Guess the Abbot's okay. Just as a beater, you do need to win the game at some point somehow. Lavamancer's usually okay in the deck. So yeah, you just draft a bunch of counter spells and a bunch of burn, and a decent some planeswalkers as well, and you just counter everything your opponent does, or burn it if it hits the table, and then eventually you kill them with a Delver, or a sequence of Keranos or Ral bolts if we get the Ral, and just fling all your burn at them to end the game. Having some beaters like an Abbot, or a Delver, or a repeatable source of damage like a Lavamancer is certainly nice. If we get a Snapcaster, I might take the Lavamancer out, just because it's such a nombo. And Snapcaster is insane in this deck. But Condescend and Miscalc. See, the thing is, we have this Temple of Triumph, so we could play Jeskai. But even if we did play Jeskai, I don't want... Boros Charm isn't the kind of card I would want, so... Oh, we could have had such a good blue-black deck. People are going to be mad at me in the comments, but no. We're having fun the Denis way today, and having fun the Denis way at the moment is drafting blue-red. So yesterday, I went to a PPTQ with Oisin, and Oisin was 2-0 after the first 2 rounds, and I believe I was 0-2, either 0-2 or 1-1. And there was only 5 rounds, it was quite a small PPTQ. So it meant that basically if Oisin won another round, oh wow, he was very likely to get into top 8, and if I lost another round, I was basically out of contention. So Oisin lost the following 3 rounds, and I won the following 3 rounds, and I got into top 8, and he didn't. So way! And then I lost in the semi-finals of the top 8, so it doesn't really matter anyway. But on the next time Oisin's on, we'll probably talk about it a bit more, but I had a good time, had a fun time. Battle for Stranjak is a super fun format. I'm excited for it to come out on Magic Online in a couple of days. We'll be drafting that, I can assure you. What do we hit? Electrolyze, Force of Will, Click. Those are all good cards. I think I just want this Electrolyze. Could take the Will. Will's a strong card. Click's not bad either. It's actually pretty good in this kind of deck. But I'm too scared about not keeping this Electrolyze. And Electrolyze is just a good card to leave up and then just burn your opponent there to cycle it if you need to. I think I want the Electrolyze. Click would have been super good there though as well. I think either is defendable. Click's probably just a better pick, honestly, but I want to play with Electrolyze more. Blue-red has always been my favourite colour combo. Ever since one of the first decks I built was a silly blue-red combo. Big fancy. Well, like epic experiment deck. That was like the first constructed deck I built. Wasn't very good, but bunch of Goblin Electromancers, Increasing Vengeance, all that stuff to go huge with epic experiment and just hit 1,000,000 Searing Spears. Awesome. Awesome deck. For a while when we used to play at Oisin says he just couldn't beat it no matter what he did. He couldn't find a deck that could beat it until he realized that if he just attacked me with 2 drops, I couldn't do a whole ton about it. Char, Remand, Moldrifter, and the Shivan Reef, I guess. And Nikki B is up there, but the double black is kind of nail in the coffin for Nikki B. So I would love a Char, but I'm torn between these two, I think. I think I want the Remand a little more. Staving your opponent off in this kind of deck is super important, more important than a random value card like Moldrifter, I think. I think Keranos is a better turn 5 than Moldrifter anyway, and all I want to do is survive until then. So I think I want the Remand a little more than the Moldrifter. Although passing a Moldrifter does make me sad. Searing Spear here, or Dissipate or Dismiss? Probably just Dismiss. Dismiss is a nuts card. I would obviously love both of these in my deck, but if I have to pick, I'll pick the Dismiss, I think. Costing one more is a small price to pay for drawing a card. Doesn't exile like the Dissipate does, but I think we can live with that. Incinerate is basically identical to Searing Spear, except probably slightly better. I suppose it is better than that. It can't be regenerated. Yeah, that's just a super nice pickup. So the thing is, if someone's not in mono red, which happens a decent percentage of the time. I don't think it happens as much as it used to, but it happens a decent percentage of the time. Although the mono red in this version of the cube isn't amazing. It just means that all these burn spells go super late, because nobody really wants them. People are doing all their show and tell-y stuff and all this crap, and nobody wants those burn spells. I don't like to draft those kind of show. I don't like to draft show and tell or reanimator in cube. I don't find that stuff interesting. I find this kind of stuff much more fun. You know, tempo-y, kind of grindy, value-y. I know tempo-y and grindy are kind of opposites, but two good picks here between Young Pyromancer and Brimstone Volley. I think I'm going to take the Young Pyromancer, and the reason for that is it's good in the deck. We got a bunch of instant sorceries. But also Brimstone Volley is a much more replaceable effect than Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer is pretty unique, whereas this is just another burn spell. And I mean, yes, sometimes it does 5, but sometimes it's just a 3 mana 3 damage burn spell, which is much less desirable. Whereas we're not going to get another card like Young Pyromancer, but we might just get, you know, Burst Lightning, for example. Burst Lightning or Spell Pierce. Burst Lightning or Spell Pierce? What's more important? Spell Pierce is actually probably more important. They're pretty similar in that they both cost 1 mana. Both do similar things. One gains utility as the game goes on, the other loses utility as the game goes on. We have what? We have Miscalc, Remand, and Dismiss, and Condescend. Those are kind of magic. And as a burn, we have Incinerate, Kind of Roast, and Electrize. I'm going to take Burst Lightning here. I don't think we need the Spell Pierce. I think a Negate is probably just better for us. Mana Leak. Ooh, Mana Leak or Lightning Bolt. Mana Leak is pretty close to a hard counter a decent amount of the time. But Lightning Bolt is just one of the most efficient spells in the game of Magic the Gathering. I think I want the Mana Leak a little more. My reasoning for that is I do want to be able to... Ooh, a Force Spike or a Venser. I really like Force Spike quite a lot. I really like squeezing in a Force Spike. People do tend to tap out. We wield, I guess, the Mortars. So I'm going to put it on the board for now because it doesn't actually hit players. And it's probably just worse than... Hello. Mortars is probably just worse than Roast a lot of the time. Yeah, I need... The reason I took Mana Leak over Lightning Bolt is we need to have stuff that might actually be a little better than the Lavamancer, although I don't really want to be casting stuff on our turn, so I don't know about that. The reason I want to take the counterspell over the burn spell there is because we need to stop those creative behemoths. You know, we need to stop those Emrakuls, all this stuff. I suppose not the Emrakul, the show and tell. We just have the show and tell and the sneak attacks and all that. And you can't Lightning Bolt or Emrakul. Or whatever, you know? Lightning Bolt's hyper efficient and it's great for throwing stuff damage at your opponent, but you do need a critical mass of counter spells to stop your opponent's insane stuff. It's hard to judge in game 1 what that stuff is, but by game 2 or 3 you should have a better idea of what you need to keep your counter spells for. Don't really want any of these. Dual Caster Mage I've never been a fan of. The only card I've ever seen it, like Lightning Bolt is the only card that's actually really good with. I guess Burst Lightning's fine too. But anything that costs 2 or more is... I guess that's not the end of the world. You know, if we go Incinerate or like Roast, and then that's triple red at that point, but if you go Incinerate plus Dual Caster Mage, you deal 6 damage, you get a 2/2. It's not bad. Infinitely worse than Snapcaster Mage, though. Infinitely worse. Oh man, is he worse. Oh, sweet. I'm quite happy to get that back. Goblin Guide. Okay, so nobody's in red very clearly. But, that's awesome. So we're at 19 playables now. Probably a little more. We can probably afford to play some of these cards that we don't have in right now, including this, and honestly maybe like the Phoenix, but we're now on replacement duty. We need to replace the cards in our deck with better, similar cards. Card I like to have quite a bit ordinarily is Coalition Relic, but I don't think this is the deck for it. think this is the deck for Baby Jace, though. Great source of repeatable card draw. I don't love Flame Slash because it doesn't hit players. So yeah, Baby Jace I'm happy to pick up there. Great source of card draw if you can back it up with counter spells and burn. Just generate tons of value over the course of the game. 2 blue pips for Keranos as well, which isn't nothing. Here, do we want a Rift? Do we want a Freet? Or do we want a Chandra Nalar? I don't think we want a Koth. Although Koth is actually pretty good, but I don't think we want a Koth. I think I want a Rift. Overloading a Rift is a nice play. Costs 7, but you know, just bouncing something is also not bad either if they've cheated it into play. Here, Ponder, Image, or Rift Bolt. Forked Bolt. I think I still want Forked Bolt. Good against those hyper aggro decks that play all the Savannah lines and stuff. A bunch of 2/1s and all that. Splinter Twin. Boros Reckoner. Reckoner's a little tough to cast. Just triple red. Splinter Twin doesn't do anything for us. I think a Mutavault might actually be what we want here. Well, like we can't even copy anything with this. We have 5 creatures. One of them isn't really going to be a creature very often. Some of them are probably not going to play. So I think I just want the Mutavault here. Once you've cleared the board and counted all up on stuff, just beat him to death with the Mutavault. That's totally fine. Haven't seen Ral's Arc. I find it hard to believe that someone else took him, but it's certainly possible. Cryptic Command probably. Probably just a sweet Cryptic over this Firecraft. Cryptic Command is one of the strongest cards in the game. Honestly, it's just absolutely insane. I mean, the thing is, some percentage of the time, it's just dismiss. You know, a decent percent of the time, in fact, it is just dismiss. But some percentage of the time, it's counter target spell. It's, you know, mana leak with a Cyclonic Rift stapled to it, or tapping all their stuff. Probably not going to happen too often for us, but it's definitely nice to have the option. But a lot of the time, it's just going to be harder to cast dismiss. But I'm totally fine with that. That's making me want to get that Steam Vents back, especially if we're going to run that Mutavault. So the Mutavault makes me look at 18 lands. Ordinarily, I wouldn't necessarily bother because our curve does actually stop at 5. I mean, we want to be holding up multiple stuff sometimes. You know, we want to be holding up a Condescend plus Electrolyte or something. But Thunderbreak Regent or Creator's Claws. I think Thunderbreak Regent is actually okay. It's a great source of just raw damage. When if they try to kill it, it bolts them, which is good for us. Creator's Claws is just a fireball in our deck because we're not going to have enough creatures. But Thunderbreak is good. Thunderbreak also increases the likelihood of us ever getting Keranos online, which I'll admit is low. I'll take that Lightning Strike, thank you very much. Don't want a Siege Gang Commander. Thundermaw. Is Thundermaw just better than Thunderbreak? Or do we want both? I might just want both. It's getting our Keranos might happen now. If we have the Jace, the 2 dragons out, now you're cooking. Which of these don't I need? Having these 2 makes me not really need the Mutavault, I don't think. Because they're just resilient threats. Well, they're not resilient, but they're hard hitting. And our mana might be too tough to support the Mutavault, honestly. Teferi is really good, though. Do I just want Teferi? He's pretty great. If I'm in a 3/4, gives all us to flash. Koth? Maybe I want a Koth now. I don't think I want a Sanity Defeat, although that is a strong beater if you can defend it. Yeah, I think with the double blue, triple blue, double red, both double blue. Yeah, I don't think we can afford that. Mutavault. I don't think we need it though either, so that's okay. What are our 5 creatures? You, and you. Delver's still pretty good though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hits for the Delver. That's a high number. So there's a decent chance if we can get it down on turn 1 or 2 that it's going to flip pretty sharpish. But we do still have a cut to make here. I think it's going to be the Roast. It's only one of these burn spells that doesn't hit players, which is valuable. Burst Lightning, if we count that as 4 damage, some percentage of the time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe 16, 17, and then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I can play this. I don't mind this, actually. I think I might like that better than a Fork Bolt. Problem with Fork Bolt is the sorcery. If we run into that super aggro deck with a bunch of X1s, sure. Let's get that Fork Bolt back in there. But I think the 4 damage is valuable enough that it hits, it hits some decent threats, but it also hits harder, hits your opponent harder. And remember, Keranos also flings around lightning bolts once we get him down. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this deck. Would have loved just an actual literal card counter spell, but I think with Force Spike, Mana Leak, Miscalc Remand, Condescend, Dismiss, Cryptic, we're pretty okay on that front. I'm sad to not have Ral. I'm not saying he's amazing, but he's just my favourite. Just checking the Sulphur Falls and then probably just one more blue than red. Or rather equals. It gives us 9 of each. Which means this stuff and this stuff is probably fine. The double blue and the double red probably aren't a huge issue. The triple blue might be a problem, but we're not going to be able to cast this on turn 4 all the time, but that's alright. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty good deck. It's certainly the kind of deck I want to be playing, so let's see how it goes. Alrighty, game 1 here against Bin Muffin. We would love to play first. See how we do. This is fine. Force Spike is going to counter whatever the first thing he does is. We can Ice to draw a card if we need to, if we don't hit a land. Now if we do hit an island, we can go Jace, likely into Cryptic once we hit a second island or a second blue source of some description. And then we're kind of off. Then we're kind of good to go. So let's see if we have to counter a Birds of Paradise or something here. Bolt the bird. Anything like a Llanowar will also counter. 1-drops of any description, really. Oh, an island. Okay. One of these games, huh? Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. It's delicious. I wish we had a Daze. Daze would let us we could keep up a Daze even with Jason play. But at this rate, we're going to have to tap out for that Jace. Oh, pardon me. Oh, whoa, no. Is he playing his land in the second main, or does he have no land? No turn 2 land. Oh. Move to discard step. Oh, there we go, Sheoldred. Okay, well that makes sense. So here, I'll see what I'll do, because I could just counter a reanimate. Depends on what the reanimation spell is, really. But if it's one where it makes him lose life, then I'll make him lose the life, and then I just bounce the Rift. Or I probably just bounce the Sheoldred, actually. Yeah, so we just counter that, I believe. Actually, I think I might put Sheoldred back in his hand. Yeah, I will. I'm going to put that Sheoldred back in his hand for 2 reasons. 1, it lets us, it takes his reanimation target out of the graveyard and puts it back in his hand, which is no use to him. And 2, it lets us, if we draw an island, it lets us play Jace and leave up Force Spike. I'm going to play the Jace and attempt to hit the island for the Force Spike. If we don't hit it, we have a Burst Lightning. Not the end of the world. Huh. No dice. Alright. Say go. Even if he does something silly to reanimate it again, we can still Cryptic it away. I will probably just... He goes up to 5. 5's awkward. I would love that lightning strike. So now we're hoping for an incinerate or something. So I'm gonna cast this at the Ashiok, I think, in the hope that we hit a 3 damage burn spell or something to knock it out. Could just bounce it with Cryptic as well if we get the land for it. Delver's no good. The Delver does just smash him to pieces, so that's not bad at all. I'm gonna drop a Delver. Gonna drop a land, obviously. We can still fire this for 2. We have Miscalc up as well. Miscalc or Force Spike, whichever is more relevant. Could just cycle that Miscalc, but our opponent deliberately missed a land drop to get a Sheldred in the bin, so sure. What's he hitting? Brimstone Volley and Exquisite Firecraft. Both those would have been delicious. He has very few hits in our deck for Ashiok's minus, though, which is nice. If he moves to end step here, I'm going to fire the Ashiok, because then if Delver flips, we can just kill it. Yeah, come on, Delver. Help me out, buddy. Ah, no. No, I don't. Give me the isle. At least now we have Cryptic. Getting pretty unlucky here, won't I? But that's alright. Honestly, I think I'm bouncing Ashiok this turn. So I think I'm just going to attack Bin Muffin. I think I'm probably going to have to use the Cryptic to bounce Ashiok, yeah. That's not even that good, though. He gets 2 activations off it then. Unless I like bounce it during his upkeep. I don't love that. I really don't love that. It does set him back quite a bit, though. Actually, I go straight to 5 again, though. Because it's just going to kill me otherwise. It's just going to mill me out. So, yeah. Return to his owner's hand, draw a card. Yeah. Ugh, it's gross. Mana leak. Wish I could mana leak that Ashiok. Damn it. At this point, I don't think we need the Miscalc anymore, probably. So we probably just can cycle it. That Ashiok is a real nightmare, though. Although we have like Thundermaw and stuff, just to smash it to pieces. So that's another reason to Miscalc, or rather to. Oh, hang on. What's all this? Are we losing the Jace? Muldrifter. It's a good card. You got it, buddy. That'll block our Aberration. Although now we have this stuff for the Ashiok at least. Pyro, you're a card. I like you a lot. Electrolyze would be a good draw. Just get the Muldrift out of the way. That is to say, Electrolyze would be a good thing to reveal with the Delver. Because that lets us go land, then we have 7. So we can Young Pyro and Electrolyze and leave a Mana Leak. That'd be delish. Move to discard. Uh-oh. That's scary. There goes Sheldred again. No. One of our few creatures. Card, please. Thundermaw. Could just crush him with Thundermaw. Honestly, I think this is safer. Just play Thunderbreak Regent and leave up both Mana Leak and Force Spike, which are hopefully enough to counter whatever Reanimator spell he goes for. Then if we follow that up with Thundermaw, we hit pretty hard. Okay, if it's 2 mana spell now, if it's 2 mana animate spell, we actually just can't counter it. 3 mana though, we got him. Oh, delicious. Keep tapping, keep tapping. Treachery. Awkward for you. Because you still get bolted. A disaster. Bwahaha. Probably just, you know, maybe, I'm trying to think if he kills our Jace here or not. He probably just does. Oh wait, no, he can't attack. I'm an idiot. And then Thundermaw even taps this? Holy cow. Slaughter Pact, you say? He really wants to kill that Jace, huh? Okay. It's another bolt, though. And hopefully we just hit him for 8 here. He goes to 5, and then Thundermaw's lethal. Bye-bye, JC. We need to hit with this Delver, though. Come on. Oh, my God. No, I do not want to reveal it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. You can play them both. He has to pay 2 and a black now for this. And then maybe we can still force spike something. I mean, we're still on 20 as well. Sheldred's not even that bad here, especially if we're going to be young Pyromancer and stuff. To make 1/1, because then we just sack stuff. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have any reanimation targets right now, does he? He has Sower. Sower's actually pretty bad because it steals our Thundermaw. But I feel like we might be able to just race past him in that case. Especially if we draw a move for this and just hit him for 5 again. But yeah, I feel like we're going to have time to draw burn, honestly. Please cast a 4 mana spell. Come on, 4 mana. Oh, Necromancy's no good. Just going to cash this in for a token, I think. Which is pretty sad, but... yeah, I want to... assuming that's going for Sheldred. Could just be going for Sower. Don't think that'd be too insane. No, Sheldred. So I need the Elemental to sack, essentially, now. A couple of avenues do just win us the game here, though. You know? What? Oh my god. No. Don't want to reveal it. He had a Sower back then. Oh my god, this is so bad. He just jumps up with this. Ah, he's turning it around. He's turning it around. We whiffed pretty hard on these draws. I mean, we're about to play our 9th land on turn 9. Could have gotten in for 1 here with the Delver. I mean, also we whiffed on a million Delver flips. But, could have gotten in for 1 here with Delver, which leaves our opponent dead to 2 consecutive burn spells, but that's not amazing. At least the Thundermaw's tapped now. I guess we just sack the Delver now. Oh my god, this is so bad. He's on 7/7, so difficult. We don't have that Creator's Clause in the deck, so I might have to bring it in. This sucks. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. I'm trying to think what we could draw. Karna's probably a little too slow. Oh god. Oh god. Ah, joke's on you. We don't have to sack anything. Go to 10 though. We're just dead next turn, so we take about a million. Oh yeah, we just whiffed real hard. That's the only thing happens. Yeah. Okay. We flooded a little, and our opponent, geez, took advantage of us. That's okay. That happens. What's good against him? What's good against him? Museum Borders, not really. Roast, not really. Forked Bolt, not really. We don't have that Kratos Clause, didn't take it, did we? No, I would bring that in, because we can just kill a Shadow with that, theoretically, but the shield's too big for this and this. Yeah, no changes, I guess. I just hope to run a little better. That's all. Don't think I made any glaring mistakes in that game. Maybe it's that Ashok was suboptimal. Come on, game 2. Here we go. It worked well last time, so let's go on the play. This is good. Certainly happy with this. We're in a position to miscalc his thing again, which is beautiful. Rift is really good in this matchup, like as we demonstrated last time. It really forces him to do some awkward stuff to reset up his combo. Probe, maybe? Yeah. He wants to know what stuff to play around. He doesn't have many good targets for this stuff, so I think I'm just going to fling the burn spells at him on his end step if he doesn't do anything worth miscalculating. Oh, that's a good card to have. I'm going to play it. It's going to be very tough for him to get something in his BIM and reanimate it in the same turn. So playing Young Pyromancer here is safe-ish, I think. Okay, good, good. Awesome. Crunch. He's not going for the discard plan. Maybe he has a Entomb or something. Just gonna incinerate him here. I think that's absolutely fine. Get ahead on tempo in life. Come on. I don't feel like charring him because char actually hits big stuff. Certainly bigger stuff anyway. Slaughter Pact. Okay, that takes us to your next turn as well though. Which means we have a nice little window to play our Jace. Which I think, oh, that's pretty good too though. Could just absolutely throttle him with this. I'm just going to throttle him with the Thunderbreak Regent. Yeah. Oh, straight in with the counterspell. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, we can still play Jace next turn because he has to close enough to tap out for this now, and he still doesn't have any reanimation targets in his bin. So. Cool. Fact or fiction? Oh, that's a little awkward. Although it isn't, it isn't. I think I'll just take the Jace. Yeah, because next time we just minus this one and then play the other one. We land to be able to leave up Mana Leak, but got a good shot to hit one. We're looking at 5 cards or so. We do need an island, in fact, I should say. Might still be okay, though. Elemental still getting in for some sick beats. That might be risky because he can actually Entomb and reanimate on this turn. Read the bones, that's fine. Ooh, lose 2 life as well. Holy cow. Going to a stellar 11, 10 off the elemental, 6 off the char. It's getting low. Getting low. Okay. Cool. beautiful. I think I just have to take whatever the pile the sulfur falls is in, honestly. Totally fine. Boom. Bye. Play our lovely Jace friend. Give us a card. Ooh, dismiss. That's nice. And we've got all sorts of counter magic now. Depending on how expensive this thing is, we can either remand it if you just can't cast it again that turn, which is great, or we miscalc it to stop it dead in its tracks, or we mana leak it if it's super cheap. Now we can't actually stop a 2-mana spell, or now we can't stop a 3-mana spell, but there's no 3-mana spells that I'm that terrified of, honestly. What does that even hit? A graveyard. So it hits our Thunderbreak region? Okay. I guess that's pretty good. I can just remand that, though. To take up his whole turn. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to remand it. Make him do it again. Then we just riff the Thunderbreak back to our hand. Perfect. Nice job. We take 3, but that's fine. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that combo. Look at that. Don't have quite enough to do both, but that's fine. Ow. Oh no, he gets to choose. We don't lose 3 life, it deals 3 damage so we can kill our Jace. I should have used the Jace first. Damn it, that was stupid. Yeah, that was really dumb. Well, now we have Dismiss up, though. We also have any combination of Mana Leak and Miscalc, or if our opponent doesn't do anything, which it seems unlikely, but in the event that they don't, we just char them. Charring and Thunderbreak them. What's this? What's this? Shieldred. I win, don't I? Yeah, right. He plays this. It sticks. I char him. He goes to 5. I Thunderbreak. He's dead. Yep. So we just win. We sack our elemental. That's totally fine. Yeah, I messed up with that Jace though. That was silly. Ow! Dun 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 dun. You're dead. Oh no! Force of Will. Good thing. Good thing, eh? Guess it doesn't really matter. He's seen this. I don't think he's seen the Mana Leak yet. I think you've miscalculated. And then get crushed. Oh, now we know. Oh, now we know he has Force of Will. That's important. And Slaughter Pact. That's pretty scary. It's gonna be tough to play around those. Okay, it worked that time. Let's just hope it works one more time. I don't know if he'll choose to be on the draw or on the play. Being on the play is probably better for him because it gets under our counter magic, but being on the draw lets him discard his reanimation target if he has it in his opening hand. Fortunately for us, he has to decide first which he wants before he sees his hand. The new mulligan rule hasn't come in on Magic Online yet. I believe it comes in on Wednesday. So there'll be a day or two with the Legacy Cube with the new rule before the actual Zendikar pre-release. We're actually not poorly positioned against our opponent's deck. All the counter magic means we can disrupt a ton of his reanimator work by just countering the animation spell. And Cyclonic Rift is obviously insane against him. We have the burn to kind of sneak under him with tempo. So, pardon me. We're actually in pretty good shape, I think. We do need to be a little lucky. When we draw our spells and stuff, he decided to play. Interesting. I'm snap keeping the sound. I don't think I'll. My question is whether I play Pyromancer or leave up Condescend on turn 2. Condescend is essentially just a better force spike. Or I suppose it's a better daze. Oh, nice! Look at that. It depends on what our opponent does. If he ends up with something scary in his bin right now, then maybe I'll leave up the Condescend. If he probes us, then I won't, because he knows we have it. Alright, I think I'm safe enough to go with the lead the old Pyromancer here. Present a threat. Hopefully he makes a mistake and slaughter packs it. Even if he does get something scary out, it's going to take him a little while, and we do have the Cryptic to reset if that happens. Going to attempt to fire off our Miscalc before our Condescend, because Miscalc counters bigger, scarier, or Condescend counters bigger, scarier stuff. Scry 2 was also a little more valuable in the late game than it is in the early game, whereas Draw... cycling is pretty valuable at all stages, really. The later the game goes, the more you know what you want with the Condescend, that's the thing. Well, we're countering whatever this is. Yeah. Oh, that's awkward, but yeah. It's awkward because it has flashback, but that's fine. I just want the elemental, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. No Force of Will. Cool. Now we have Cryptic. Delicious. Ooh, and Burst Lightning. Nice. We have Fire, we have Ice, we have Condescend, we have Cryptic. Yeah, we just keep our opponent on the back foot now for the rest of the game and beat him to death with these bad boys. It's tough for us to win. Uh-oh. Paying life. Deep analysis, you say. I might just Cryptic that. I could kind of send it for 3. It's the same as spray, so I'm just Cryptic it. I'm going to Cryptic it. Him paying life is super good for us as well. Okay. It's perfect information now, so that sucks, but whatever. Bash, bash, bash. Opponent's on 8. That's low, so I think we might have him here. Remember, we do have, 6 points of burn in our hand. We can't throw them all at the same time, but we do have 6 points of burn in our hand and 4 power on the table, so that doesn't do anything. Okay. This doesn't do anything because we just Burst Lightning it. We get him back. And we get another elemental. If he tries to Force of Will it, we condescend the Force of Will. It doesn't have 3 mana. And we get another elemental. Now, I think we drew this Burst Lightning. I believe. I don't think we had it before. Although I'm not actually sure. Slaughter Pact it. Can't just counter that right now. How does that work? Yeah, I can counter that. You get another elemental. Get another one. You know, even if he kills the Pyromancer now with an Ultimate Part or something, we still have 4 elementals. Could have Force of Will now. He could actually just have the Force of Will now, which would be good for him, but then we just fire the sword on our turn. Get back around Pyromancer, hit him for 4. He's thinking. He's having a thinky think. What are you doing, buddy? What's the plan? I think it's got to be Force of Will. See whether he bothers forcing this or not. Fortunately for us, we know we'll be able to keep up Fire and technically Ice and Dismiss next turn. So, from our point of view, the game is pretty close to Ironclad, I think. I don't like to get overconfident like that, but I think our odds here are pretty good. It might not have been crazy to just let that Slaughter Pact resolve, eat up his mana next turn. I think that would have been okay as well, actually. Maybe we should have just done that. Eat up his mana next turn. We wouldn't know we'd have the Dismiss. In fact, I think we'd have that the land instead of the Dismiss if I'd done that. So, what are you doing? This might be one of the situations where your opponent's salty, so they just leave, so that your time just runs out. Which would suck, because I hate when people do that, but it's hard to say online. It could just be, you know, there could just be a pizza at the door. Okay, our opponent left for several minutes and disconnected, but now they're back. So we can progress, though I think we honestly kind of have this game in hand, depending on what he's got here. Your guy dies. You don't get my young Pyromancer. Well, now he's just dead. Though I suppose he doesn't necessarily know that. Because he goes smash, smash. Unless he has Ultimate Price and Force of Will, in which case he's not strictly dead. Now I think he's just dead. Because we go boom, boom. Fire, you. Do you have your Force of Will? No, didn't even have the Force of Will. So a very short little return for our opponent, but we won the match in the end, and we get to advance to, I suppose it's Swiss, so we would advance anyway, but we get to advance with pride to round 2. Alrighty, round 2, won the die roll again, and we would love to play again. Let's see if we can maintain our record. Little land light, but similar to a hand we had before, we can force spike our opponent and counter the first thing they do. We have a turn 2 play if they don't seem too aggressive, so I think I can keep it. Oh, pardon me. This deck does need to hit some lands, and I think if our opponent doesn't do anything on turn 1, which is, you know, reasonably likely, that we are just going to have to leave the Force back up and not play the Pyromancer. If they go Forest, Mana Elf, we counter the Elf, we play the Pyromancer, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Although it might be wiser to even then to just counter the thing he's trying to ramp out with the elf. Well, we'll see. Swamp, you say? Thoughtseize or something? Probably just counter it. Just to get the utility out of the Force Spike. Yeah, I'm going to counter that. Fortunately for us, that means it's more likely to be a controlling deck, maybe? Which will ideally give us the time to draw the lands we need. Ooh, okay. Island now is amazingly sick. Sticking this young Pyromancer is very annoying for a control deck as well. Unless you can just kill it outright. It's annoying in the sense that it makes multiple threats, but if he has a Damnation or a Toxic Deluge, he doesn't really care. Hangerback Walker, you're spooky. A land here is going to make me just Brimstone Volley that, I think, yeah. Can't. Okay. This might be all she wrote. Although we do have Cryptic. Oh, okay. Well, we'll make that trade. Get your Thopter. I was going to say we do have Cryptic and Cyclonic Rift, which mops up, which resets a Hangerback Walker. Although we can just play it huge again the next turn, so that's less good. But yeah, our risky keep, I think, might cost us this game if it continues this way. Unless our opponent maybe just... Oh, there we go. I was going to say unless our opponent doesn't play a land here, but... Attrition. Uh-oh. Well, we don't have very many creatures. So, that might be fine. Mountain. I'm going to say go here. And char something, I think. Not sure if it's going to be our opponent or that Thopter yet. Charring the Thopter, though, does completely switch off his attrition for the time being. Although us also having no creatures switches it off just as well. Schadenport. That's extremely annoying. I guess I'll char our opponent. I gotta do something. If he taps this island now on our upkeep, which I imagine is where this is going, we're in bad shape. Forget to do it. Forget to do it. Oh, no dice. Yeah. And now we draw the island, I bet. Oh, not even. Well, at least we get to still volley. Or Firecraft. We'll just burn our opponent out. Could just do that. I don't love our odds, if that's the whole plan, but... I suppose if we stick a... Thundermaw, he just attritions it. If we stick a Thunder Break, at least he gets bolted when he attritions it, and that's something. Hopefully for some reason he sacks that Thopter or something dies and we get the big fancy Brimstone Volley off. At this point I think I'm just going to volley the Thopter. Him having no creatures is probably just fine for us. Thopter's going to do a bunch to us as the game progresses. Yeah, we're going to get a losing island here again, I believe. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Schadenport's pretty mean. Pretty mean. I didn't really see the point next to Firecrafting his face there. Firecraft deals 4, so I can kill a Packrat, unless he does this. Interesting decision here. If he doesn't Schadenport us, I get to kill his Packrat. He doesn't Schadenport us, so I get to kill his Packrat. But just makes another one. Yeah. This really sucks. Sometimes though, so a couple of cards are great here. Fire and Ice may let us kill both of them because he'll make 2 and then they'll both be 2. Well, we'll deal. No, he can't do that because. We could do it on the stack. So say he moves to our end step and we have Fire and Ice in hand. He activates the Rat ability. With the trigger on the stack, we shoot the first one. That doesn't work because we can't target the second one. Yeah, there's no way to kill both of them. That sucks. Yeah, that's bad. We can rift them eventually, but if he keeps stacking, tapping at our mana, I don't think we're going to get there. Like, if he taps our island here, I think we just lose this game almost. Okay, he didn't, so that's a start. Fortunately, all we can replay is Keranos. But at least he flings firebolts. Or lightning bolts, rather. Very clearly depicted in the art. At least he flings lightning bolts. I think that might be too little too late, though. I mean, our opponent does attack us for Oh, he can kill us. We're just dead. Yeah, if he just activates the rat again twice on his turn, we just take 15. Maybe you won't see the line. Nah, I saw the line. Oh, hasn't done it yet. We got a 1 like this. We got a 1. Ah, there we go. He discarded ultimate price, Shriek Maw, Profane Command. So attrition's not very good against us. That's good to know. That's probably going to come out from his end though. Forked Bolt. I don't love it. It does hit the. Doesn't do a good rate job. Oh, the Mizium Mortar is better for the rats than the Roast is. Roast isn't in there anyway. What's Mizium Mortar better than? Thunderbreak Regent. Because it's got so much removal. Okay. I mean, ultimate price and attrition still hit the Thunder Maw, and if they hit the Thunderbreak, he would still lose life. But the Thunder Maw has haste, so there might be a chance for us to sneak it in and just wallop him for 5 before he can use a spell on it. So I like that change. Pardon me. Okay, we would love to. Yeah, totally, 100% keeping this. This is great. Now we're cooking. Force spiking all day. Force spike all day. Yeah. Get another Thoughtseize Force. I'm gonna counter it. Yeah. Identical to our previous game. Cool. I'm not sure if I'll Lightning Strike him on end step. I don't think I will. I might though. No, I'm gonna remand that to buy a little bit of time. And a card. Jace is good. Jace is so good against Bitter Blossom. Oh boy, is Jace good against Bitter Blossom. That's amazing. Yeah. Jace is amazing against Bitter Blossom. Oh, it's so good. I guess I'll strike my opponent here because this is going to add up. Then we still have the Electrolyze, so. Jace is so good. Don't actually even need to plus Jace this turn, but what does minus do? You steal stuff out of their bin, don't you? Yeah, this thing is going to be summoning sick. So, actually we'll just minus Jace this turn. Oh boy. Unfortunately, if he burns Jace with that red mana, I mean, he could be mono black and this is just for the scry. If he burns Jace, then I'll be sad that I minused him, but minusing him once and then just plussing him forever to blank Bitter Blossom seems good enough to me. I'll take this pile. 100% take this pile. It gives us a third red source as well. Yeah, sure. Fire Nice is a little more diverse, but Mizium Mortars is pretty rawly powerful sometimes. But yeah, if he can't kill that Jace, and there's a decent chance he can, but if he can't, it's gonna really mess with his Bitter Blossoms. Yeah, attrition doesn't do anything for you, mate. Trust me, I've seen my deck. No need to show him that, because he knows we have the Met, so I'll just play the Met, I guess. We have Miscalc and Electrolyze up. Plus my Jace. And then let you kill yourself with your own Bitter Blossom. Plus all my burn spells. I shouldn't target these creatures with the Electrolyze because they can just sack the attrition, which means I don't get the card. But I think I will be cycling Electrolyze here. At my opponent. If I do it to the fairies, he just sacks them in response. Can he even sack them in response? I'm not actually sure. That's interesting. I'm not sure he can sack them in response with no targets. Interesting. Still, I don't hate burning my opponent in any case. I hope he's setting up for something big that I can miscalc, because if I can't miscalc it, we might be in trouble. Can just wipe the board with that Mizium Mortars next turn if needed. Oh, Well, that's getting miscalced. I'm afraid you've made an error in your calculations. What a disaster. They don't do anything. Nice O1s. Ooh, dismiss, that's delicious. Plus my Jace. I just get the best thing in his deck and I can cast it. That's pretty good, I assume. Like a Siren would have been great. But we're just dismissing here, I think. Just letting our opponent drain themselves to death as Bitter Blossom, and we'll fling some burn spells at him when it's convenient for us. This isn't a plan, man. This is not a plan. Awesome. We can also just overload Mizumor just to wipe all those fairies out whenever we want, which is nice. Pow. Go ahead. Like, this is such a problem now. He's gonna have such difficulty actually killing us. Unless he got something really special in hand. Which he totally could. He totally could. Wow. That's pretty close to lethal, honestly. I could use Jace to dig for another burn spell to just try to kill our opponent, but I think it's too risky. There's no need for it. With this, he just dies on his next upkeep. Not this one, but the following one, so I think it's hard for him to deal 18 to us before then. Bitter Blossom is real bad against Jace. Nice. The cheesiest, like, sneakiest, scummiest win I've ever had. That was amazing. Fork Bolt, not bad against Bitter Blossom. It's a good way to answer a pack rat immediately. But I don't know that I want it. So. And it's not better than Burst Lightning, so I think I'm okay. One. Opponent trounced us in game 1. We had the perfect answer for him in game 2, which sucks. It's awful for him, but okay. Player draw, Weasel 22. I think I've played Weasel 22 a million times. I definitely recognize the name and avatar combo. Oh, he's disconnected. Controversial play. So, I guess I'll stop the recording and pull back up when he comes back. We're back with a keepable hand for sure. I don't know how amazing it is against our opponent because it doesn't have any counter magic. But I think I'm okay. Force Spike. Remand is pretty close. Lovely combo of leaving up Remand and Lightning Strike in the same turns. Real nice. Generally the rule I think would be to remand something if you can't Lightning Strike it. If you absolutely must. Hang her back. That might just get Lightning Struck. Or Incinerate. Ooh! Oh no, Incinerate doesn't exile or anything. Damn it. I thought it was, if it would die exile instead, it's actually just can't be a generator, which is much less good. But if he wants to activate the Hanger Back, we can just Incinerate in response. He only gets one Thopter. Schadenport. Awkward. I'll take one. See if I want to incinerate something else that you might play. Like a Lily. Yeah, so we just look, we bolt Lily. And then the Walker. That's what we don't actually have to. Could leave up Remand instead. So the way we do that is we play 2 mountains and an island. And then if he wants to spend his turn with Schadenporting down our island, we can just kill this anyway. Yep, so let's do that. If he wants to spend his turn with Schadenporting my island, that's a-okay with me. I just don't want him to Schadenport my mountain and then just take up the Hanging Rock Walker and me not be able to kill it in response. That's the reason for playing the 2 mountains there. Because I think if this game goes long enough for us to resolve this Thundermaw, then commit to an Underworld Connections, you say. Want to remand that? Maybe. Oh, Thundermaw just wipes out all the Thopters. Oh, that's fine, yeah. Let him take it up. Let him take it up. Then we kill it eventually and Thundermaw just wipes out all the Thopters. That's beautiful. Especially if we draw Burst Lightning. Oh, Force Spike's pretty good too. That's fine. Yeah, Thundermaw ETBing just annihilates all this crap. So that's good. I guess one of each to leave up Force Spike and Lightning Strike. If he just goes for the Underworld Connections again. Oh, he's attacking with this, is he? Okay. That's fine. I would like to Lightning Strike that and then just blow up the Thopters with the Thundermaw. Pack Rat. Uh-oh. So the way you beat that is, look at this, you Force Spike it and then you can't activate it. And you just Lightning Strike it. Nice work, Dennis. Nice job. Boom. Awesome. Electrolyze. That's pretty good too. I think I just pass again. If he wants to take up Hanger Back, I shall Electrolyze it in response, and then hopefully we just play Thundermaw and blow them all up. Like, we just goes Underworld Connections here? Yeah, and then take up Hanger Back. Yep, this couldn't be going better. Oh, we could tap our thing down now, though. Oh, that's awkward. Huh. Well, now we actually just kill the... because this must tap to activate. I didn't have to take damage there. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much. Yep. We do need a land to be able to cast a Thundermaw through the Schadenport, but... I mean, the Thopters aren't the end of the world anyway. Tap down our island, I'd imagine. Yep. Land. Off the top. Nice. Yeah, that didn't have to take that 2 damage, that was annoying. Bye bye Thopters. Hello, Thundermaw Hellkite. Which I imagine is going to get Ultimate Price or something similar in short order, but Till then, it's doing a pretty good job. Well, you know, just kill 2 Thopters, deal 5 to your opponent, they discard a removal spell. I'll play that card. I did play that card. What's this? Living Death. Well, that's pretty good. But I just overload my Mizium Mortars. Oh, Lily comes back though. Because Hangerback enters with 0 on it. That's pretty good. Oh no! That's a disaster. I can't overload my Mizium Mortars anymore. That was the plan. Oh jeez. I need to kill that. Obvo. Does she get a zombie when she flips? I suppose she does, doesn't she? Yeah. It's pretty good. Ah, he just gets the pack rat back though. Yeah. We're done here. We can't beat that. There's a world where we could rift it, I suppose, technically, but he just, that doesn't even help that. Oh wow, top deck. Damn it! Rifting it isn't even that amazing. He just plays Lily again. And then plays the rat, and I mean, it buys us a little bit of time, but it doesn't fix our problem of him making giant rats. So our opponent got away from us that round, but round 3 is about to begin, so let's see if we can't claw it back for the old 2-1. Round 3 here, on the draw with an unfortunately unkeepable hand. Thankfully though, our opponent mulligan as well. This is better. These bad boys are a little rough, won't lie. But condescending the first thing he plays will hopefully set us up to hit the islands for the rest of this stuff. In an ideal world. Hopefully don't want to have to use that Cyclonic Rift defensively. Huh. Oh, Force Spike is even better. That's delicious. Force Spike lets us counter his 2-drop. Assuming he has one, because I imagine if he had a 1-drop he wouldn't have played the tap. Oh, okay. Even better. Okay, not a great draw, but not the worst. It means if we hit a mountain we still have something to do. Whereas we didn't really before, aside from just rifting. I think I'd oh, still nothing, huh? Okay. Beautiful. What a draw. Draw and a half right there. Man. I think I still want to condescend because I want to set up a land drop. Although force spiking this is just so good. Yeah, I'll be I think I'm just going to force spike that honestly, because condescend, we can likely condescend his next turn as well. And if we just hit the land, we're in business. Nice! Get the turn 4 cryptic. Oh, I probably won't do it honestly, but probably just dismiss. Condescending is probably better than dismissing. Condescend loses value. Dismiss is always a hard counter. Or if opponent just does nothing, that's good for us as well. Go ahead. I'm not in the business of volleying our opponent. If he's got Whip of Erebos, that makes me think he's got lots of creatures, which means I want to be able to Brimstone volleys. Ooh, Dark Depths. Does he have a Thespian stage combo? If he does, we can just bounce the token. I'm afraid of that actually, because he just does it now. Yeah, that's what the Rift is going to have to be for, I'd imagine. But that's okay. Rift or Cryptic both work. Opponent's deck seems very strange. I don't know why he'd want Whip of Erebos in a deck with so few creatures. I can't imagine with, you know, 4 colors of mana and 4 cards in hand he's got nothing to do, so. Sarkin, I will be condescending that. For 3. Yep. Okay, I think we just want lands. Because I want to get to the point where I can cast. Oh, Incinerate's pretty good though. Incinerate's pretty much identical to Burst Lightning or Brimstone Volley though, so. I think I want the land. I don't know. I'll take the Incinerate first. That might have been silly, but I think it's what I want. We have to reach a point where we just start flinging burn at him, though, because we do need to win the game at some point. And the reason I want lands is because I want to... Dark Confidant, well, I can incinerate that. The reason I want lands is I want to be able to cast my Thundermaw or a Keranos or something and still leave up counter magic. Oh, that works. I think I'll let him do that. I just cryptic it all the way. Still hasn't done it. He knows it's a combo, I'd imagine. I don't know why he's not bothering. Could be hitting me with a 10-10 by now. Or a 20-20 rather. Okay. I mean, alright, I'll bite. I just need to make him do this, I think. Yeah, cool. Get your 2020 bad boy. I've never seen this token before. Sweet. Anyway. Return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card, I believe. Yep. Bye bye, Martlage. Hello, Char. Man, bounce effects are important in this, it seems. Nice. Love it. Excellent draw. Just a delicious, delicious draw. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. Because it's cheap, it means I can leave up my dismiss at the same time. For Geralf's Messenger. Yeah, I think I will be dismissing that actually. It's pretty awkward to beat with burn. So dismissing it seems fine. Unfortunately, it means that opponent can resolve whatever this is, but apparently it's nothing, so that's good. Got that land out of the way. Hopefully that improves our Delver shot. Is he real mad? No. Oh? Oh man. Okay. It would have flipped, so. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, we need to hit something. Keranos really would be ideal at this point, I think. Keranos would be sick. Don't play a 3-drop. 4-drop I can mana leak. And I will, because I don't want you getting a wolf. Ah, screw it. Nice, nice. Nice draw. Just to kill this, there's a world where I rift it back to my hand. Get an elemental out of it, basically counter his spell. I think Rift's done close to all it's going to do. What do I think? Do I just rift it back to my hand? I think I might just do that. Oh, I can't. It has to be something I don't control. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to overload it, of course. Damn! Alright, bye bye, Pyromancer. Now I just want a Jace or something. Just dig through my deck. Mountain's no good. We can rift though. We could have rifted last turn. We have enough mana, but hopefully he doesn't play anything too giant. Yeah, it's awkward. I'm gonna slack that on his end step, I think. There's a chance he still plays something super scary that I would like to miscalc. That possibility certainly exists. But if he doesn't, I would like to dig for a Jace or something. Electrolyze would be good draw as well. Just pop that. Mountain's no dice though. Need some help here. Oh boy. I mean, it is turn 1 million, so gotta be running out of lands here though. Got 10 in our hand. Only got 7 left on the deck. It's good for us because he goes to equip it, and then we volley it. Bwahaha! And the next turn we rift. Just buying a million years of time. Ordinarily, though, that's a pretty potent combo. Oh, it's back. Doesn't have haste, though. You can't equip it this turn. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna make him reset his combo. He's gonna go to equip it, I'm gonna rift everything, he's gonna play them both again, and then we're in a little bit of trouble. Honestly. Okay. Just coming at me, huh? Get out of here. But yeah, just recast them both, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Drawn 12 lands here. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm taking a hit here, and unfortunately it's going to knock us down to 9, which means that every time we land falls this from now on, it's going to have haste. But we'll be alright. Jace and Electrolyze, Dragon, all those things are great draws. Jace is a start. Needs to hit a burn spell or a removal to stay alive, so. Give me gas. Don't love it, it just trades for it. Yeah, I just have to attack with it, I think. Because trading for it is a disaster. And he kills my Jace. But, you know, maybe there's a world where I play something else that's good enough. This game has been a weird, gross mess, honestly. Oh, that sucks. Kills my Jace, goes back up to 17. I think I can beat his deck, honestly. Yeah, nice Inquisition. Honestly, yeah, I think we can definitely beat his deck. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's pretty good. That removes Electrolyze and the like as outs. Although we have Jace now, so Firecraft works. Just about. But then he's left with the Herald, which also works. So I need more help. Thunderbreak is good enough. Because it eats the Herald. Unless he puts that on it. And unless he has a land. So a lot of issues with this plan. But it's the only plan we've got, I'm afraid. Oh, whoops. Land is lethal for opponent because he just gets his friggin' blood gas back. Oh, he loses a life though. Yeah, we're just dead. Damn it! What a game! Holy crap. So, what's good against all this stuff? Against Dark Confidant and Vampire Hexmage and stuff, I think I want this Forked Bolt. Don't think I love my... What do I cut? What do I cut? He would have been great, so I kind of want him. Don't need to cook with Firecraft, maybe. It's only sorcery speed. It's players, but it's only sorcery speed, so. I think that's the cut. Did I not click on that? I guess not. Need to win these next 2 games to break even on the draft, guys. So. Pressure is on. Yes, please. Sure. I think we beat that Halimar depths pretty nicely, though. That could have gone pretty south. You know, if he does that on turn 3, I think we just lose the game. So, I guess at this point we just counter the Hex Mage or something, but... If he goes Swamp, Hex Mage, we have to counter that Hex Mage because it's a danger from just playing the Halimar depths the following turn. Inquisition? No. Champion. That's fine. His deck's really weird. It's like a Suicide Black Aggro thing, but with a random Halimar depths combo. And Garrick and stuff. It's like Jund value cards. Just a pile of cards, honestly. I don't understand at all. If he doesn't do anything worth noting, I will incinerate this thing. Although, depends actually. I think I can just get it back. Oh, he's doing something. Probably just incinerate that. Yeah, I do just incinerate that, don't I? Ugh, I hate when Magic Online does that. Oh. Not a great draw, but I'm afraid this Bloodsuck Champion may win the game for me if it just absolutely clatters us for a million turns. Although Electrolyze and stuff is good. That Forked Bolt we brought in is good. Fire of Fire and Ice fame is good as well. Do you have anything? Let's have something in your decks. Full of cards. No, nothing. Okay. Okay, nothing for us either. I mean, Thundermaw does just block it when we eventually cast it, so... Thundermaw does just get dismembered as well, though. I think I will be cycling my Miscalc here. With a Cryptic, currently with a Mana Leak and a Remand, and a Cryptic coming eventually. I don't think we need the Miscalc, and I think we do need the card. I wasn't willing to do it last turn, although maybe I should have been, because the reason being if we don't hit a land, we can't counter anything. Like that. Better use of Miscalc, I believe. Because Mana Leak's going to counter everything he does for a million years. So. Nice. Nice. Still Remand and Mana Leak. Could have Jaced there. Unless I plus him, like, we'll just immediately die. I'm not a huge fan of that. Ideal thing our opponent plays here is a million 1/1 flyers, but I can't imagine that happening. Probably Remanding here rather than Mana Leaking because I want to hit my Thundermaw. Yeah, I can remand that, that's fine. It's also not a scary card at all, so... Uh-oh, that's scary though. Oh no, so much for the Cryptic. Land, please. Nice. Do I just attack with this? Maybe. I mean, that's assuming it doesn't get dismembered. But maybe I do just attack with this. Yeah, I think I do. This hits hard enough. I mean, I go 5/5/5 plus Lightning Strike, that's lethal. If he has a Hex Mage here, that's bad. Obviously. Malicious Affliction, also bad. Lily, holy crap. Card we don't currently have time for, I believe, to be Jace. Opponent's out of cards, though. So... And then say go. I hope we draw a Thunderbreak Region or something to take down that Liliana before she becomes too amazing. Although, well, in that case. Counter turn. Oh, we could just let him do it and then bounce it, but I think it's probably better to just counter it. And draw a card, maybe? Or bounce the Lily. Bounce the Lily doesn't do anything. If he minus a certain, I don't know why he would, but if he did, we could have kicked a burst line. If we had a burn spell now, we can just wipe that lily off the table. So that's nice. Huh. Let us. In response to his ability, we'll be kicking this burst lightning at her, I guess. Oh yeah, whatever. Keranos will make short work of her. He'd be the ideal draw. Knocks her away from her ultimate, leaves her dead to many removal spells at the moment. Any burn spell in our deck actually will just kill her at the moment. Including volley, and I will be doing that. Yes. Now though, this is the point where it might have been smarter to just let him do the whole Vampire Hexmage thing, because this is becoming a problem. Of course I can just draw a Cyclonic Rift and bounce the token once it happens. Confidant's good for him as well. Keranos, you're late to work, but I'll take you. You're very late to work, in fact, but the Halimar Depths is still... Or Dark Depths, I keep saying Halimar Depths. The other one. Dark Depths is still some ways away. So, and you give us increased card draw, so maybe you'll help us hit our... Oh, that's scary. That's extremely scary. Because that's also out of Keranos' range. Crap. If you just put that on there, he kills us in 2 hits. Huh. We could kill him, theoretically. There's a world where we kill him with Keranos on his face. I don't know what the sequence of draws would have to be. But... we're currently dead if we don't hit many things. I suppose we see what we draw when we hit with Keranos anyway, so we'll see if we're just dead or not. Wish I had that Firecraft now. Char still works. I think it's a 2 though, and then we're just dead, so Char does not work actually. Island certainly doesn't. Rift does though, but that's also our only out against this. Alas, though, I think it's the plan, because hopefully he hits something big with this, and it drains him a bunch, and then we can tempo him out and kill him. What do you hit? Knocks it on Warhammer? That's fine, especially if he's going to stick it on there. Now there's a good chance we can just burn him out. If we hit a burn spell here, we kill him, because... yes, equip it. Spend your turn equipping it. Yes, yes. And now you can't cast anything either. This is so perfect. Yes, we might have him here. Depends on what Keranos hits us. Oh, what are we gonna do? Ba 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 ba. 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast with Overload. Everything goes away. Well, not a good start. Nice follow-up though. Definitely a nice follow-up, especially because playing that Bob is pretty risky now. Herald also doesn't effectively block that. If he plays Bob and then puts Herald on it again like he did before, that does effectively block it. But they're likely to drain him by some amount. The Herald for 1 certainly, but Bob possibly for many. And Keranos could bolt him to death. Targeting this is also a disaster, because it takes into 3, and then hitting anything off Keranos is just lethal. This is a super awkward position for him. Obviously drawing Char or Lightning Strike. I think we might have used Lightning Strike. We did. So Electrolyze isn't lethal, but it's close. Lightning Strike is gone, Incinerate's gone, Thundermaw's gone, Berserk's gone, Brimstone Volley's gone. We took out the Firecraft. A lot of our burn spells are actually gone. Fire is not lethal. Fire and Electrolyze aren't quite good enough, but they're pretty close. Taking our opponent to 1, especially if he plans on ever playing that Herald of Torment, is good enough, I think. And I mean, he has to play it or the dragon just kills him. The way he gets out of this is he plays Bob, he puts the Warhammer on Bob, we attack and whiff on Keranos. And then he also whiffs on Bob. And that's how he is safe. I mean, he's also got cards I don't know about in his hand, so there could be any number of things. But like I said, removal for the Thunderbreak is not very good. Ooh, getting something haste might be good though. What though? He can play Bob, put the Herald of Torment on it, and give it haste. What do we do in that case? Probably just chump with the region and hope we win on the burn spells. Oh, that doesn't have haste. Okay. Help me out here. That's a start. No, is that you? Yeah. Well, I think I just say go. The counter is Warhammer. I block this. Why is all my font, my text here is all weird? You guys see that? Is it because I move this? That's stupid. Looks too big now. There we go. Yeah. Condescend's amazing here because I condescend his Warhammer, which he doesn't get in life. He can't. He can no longer remove this because the effect kills him. If I condescend his Warhammer, he can't gain life to survive. Playing Bob doesn't do anything. And condescending also lets me set up the lethal bolt from Cairneth. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I have to just counter it. Oh my god, that's such an annoying card. That's pretty good actually, because that deals 5. Then he plays Warhammer and equips it. Gains 8. Oh my god, he gains 8! No! What a top deck! I assume. I mean, he just had it. Oh, that seems weird. Never mind. I don't know why he's doing that. Can't he just play a hammer? Couldn't he just play hammer and equip it? Wouldn't that have won the game? Unless I'm missing something. Well, that doesn't have for mana, actually, so maybe he couldn't have done that. Oh, no, yeah, I think he could have just played the Warhammer and equipped it. Unless I count this mana wrong, but I believe that would have helped him quite a bit. But he didn't do that, so that's nice. Yeah, I think we're okay. Could bring in Roast for when he heralded Torments up stuff, but that's amazing. I can always just bolt it in response or something with all my removal spells. And yeah, the Herald resolves, but I mean, even if I roasted it, the Herald would still fall off, so. Tight matchup, this tight matchup, but I think we can beat him. I mean, obviously we just did, but I think that might have just been a mistake on my opponent's part. I don't actually remember the details, but I think he could have just Warhammered up the thing. And yeah, then he would have done 3 to us. He would have gained a bunch of life. He would have trampled over for 3, like I said. His Herald would have fallen off. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just do that. Yeah, last one Warhammer is 3 and 3 to equip. He unearthed Maybe he didn't have 6. Maybe he didn't actually have 6 mana. Maybe I was just counting the Halimar depth in my head. If he didn't have 6 mana, then whatever. Yeah, I'll keep that. I'll definitely keep that. Playing this thing's a nightmare. It's a really good card. It's a very, very strong card. Plus, these burn spells are nice. Nice to have. I don't think I'll be flinging them at my opponent, but they're... Maybe one. I might fling the Incinerate. Obviously, in a pure burn deck, you just throw all your burn spells at your opponent immediately. But this is... Oh, man. This is not one of those decks. But like, if our opponent plays a Dark Confidant here, I'm just going to Burst Lightning it. But there's also becomes a point where you do just have to throw stuff at them. Oh, I'm not doing that. Delver, nice. Nice draw on the Delver there. Would have loved to have him last turn, but turn 2 is still pretty good. Still pretty good. What's this? Lily. Well, he minuses there to kill our Delver, and then we just Burst Lightning Lily, so that's fine. Glad to get the Lily out of the way. Sad to see our Delver go, of course, but Lily could be much worse than that, I think. Yeah, that's an awkward cryptic. Oh boy. You're good. I think I'm going to take a hit from you, I'm afraid. Hey, that sucks. Yeah, but until I can chain these into it, I will be being hit by that. I could just bounce it with Cryptic eventually, but I mean, at this rate it'll kill me long before then. No. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to Char plus Incinerate it, which sucks, but... Oh boy, if he plays Hexmage here, we're in big, big trouble. Again, we've got the Cryptic, but he's getting that 20/20 pretty soon. Dismember, oh boy. Doesn't change too much, but... We still need the learn spells now, yeah, for sure. Need a land. Nice, good land as well. I'm just going to do this now, I'm worried about what he might have. So I'm going to Char you. I'm going to Incinerate you. And then I'm going to say go. And now, even if he has the Hexmage, I'm only an island away from bouncing the token with the Cryptic. That's good. Okay, we got Condescend up. Ooh, we got Fire and Ice up as well. That's nice. We're in good shape now. We've recovered nicely. Our opponent's not doing anything though. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's his plan. It's not a great plan. It's going to take you a million turns. We'll have done a million other things by then, and eventually we'll just bounce it with our Cryptic. Really? Still nothing? Okay, we have Cryptic mana now. I will be cycling the ice on the end of my opponent's turn here, I think, if no beneficial plays present themselves. Which doesn't look like they're going to. Nice. Very nice draw. Deal with this. Yeah, it's fine. He's just not doing anything. We have the Rift in our deck as well in case this Cryptic goes south for some reason. You know, if you double unearth the rats here. That'd be pretty bad. If you just cast the rats, we counter it. He unearths the rats. We lose our Cryptic. Could just let the rats resolve and just cast the Condescend. And just discard the Condescend, I mean. Probably rather cast Condescend for 1 than lose it, in all honesty. I will Condescend that, I believe. Yeah. He has 4 mana. Oh no, I can't actually condescend that. Do I cryptic it? Is that insane to cryptic it with this thing? This thing still takes so long to call. I'm gonna cryptic it and draw a card, I think. Here, Dragon Spell, draw a card. We still have the only issue is now if he just plays Vampire Hexmage. But plays Vampire Hexmage, he plays Vampire Hexmage and it kills us. We still have the Rift in the deck. That's an answer to the Dark Depths. We've got a million turns to draw it if he's planning on just continuing to take it down. Lightning Bolt, okay. What do we draw? Sulphur Falls, okay. There we go, look at that. Look at that. Got there anyway. And we still have a giant Condescend we can cast if we want. Which I assume we will. We gotta do something at some point. Nope. Porcelain Legionnaire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll Condescend that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well just do for 7. I keep forgetting that this isn't actually tap for mana, but still. Not a huge reason to do it like this, but I don't think I could have left up the Rift anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I could have left up the Rift. That was just stupid then, in all honesty. I think Mana Leak's pretty irrelevant now, honestly. I mean, even if he plays the Hexmage now, it's not the end of the world. If he plays the Rats, that sucks, and then we're probably just dead to that Dark Depth at some point. Unless we can race him. His deck seems pretty full of cheap spells, which I mean I guess makes sense for the Dark Confidant. So, Lockstone Warhammer, that doesn't do anything, that's fine. Oh, pardon me. Force Spike, that is exceptionally useless, I think. Nice. Opponent not having anything is always good. Remand is an excellent draw. Excellent, excellent draw. Remand plus Force Spike might actually counter something real. Yeah, whatever. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get him. Well, you're not. Okay. Delicious draw. Just an excellent, excellent draw. Gimme cards, gimme cards, gimme cards. Crunch. He's really getting there on this Halimar Depth though. Or Dark Depth, stop saying Halimar Depth. Yeah, if it's a land drop here, you can just do it 3 times on my end step. He doesn't know it's going to be a disaster for him, but it is. I could hit a dismiss or something, so this seems worth it. Ah, no, an island. Well, it still knocks him off his plan for a bit. Cursed Scroll. Oh, gets to kill my elemental with that. Imagine he does. What's the card in his hand? Thrun. Well, I can't cast that, so. Damn it, you're late! Ah, it's so annoying. Thrun can't be counter anyway if he hits a forest, but at least he's encouraged to keep playing his spells. Because the Cursed Scroll. Oh, there's the green source for Thrun. Thrun does get rifted, but unless we hit like a Thundermaw Hellkite sooner, or it's Keranos similarly, but Thundermaw ideally. Jace isn't bad. Shocks though. Ugh. Still going to use him as the factor for the factor fiction, I think. Hey, those aren't good at all. I guess I'll take the electrolyze. Whatever pile has electrolyze in it. Or honestly, whatever pile has the land in it, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, you can't. You do the dark depth this turn. But I will certainly be taking this pile. 100%. I suppose I don't technically need the land. Could just try to burn my opponent out. It's going to be very tough with the Warhammer, but less tough with the Cyclonic Rift. He's pretty clearly off the well, not quite, but mostly off the Dark Depth plan. There's only 2 more to get your 2020. But I think Thrawn is coming down here, honestly. Yeah, it can't be countered. And it can be Warhammered. Super awkward. Pow, I guess. See, the issue here now is when he puts the Warhammer on the throne, I kind of have to bounce everything or I just fall so far behind. But then it leaves him with this stupid frickin' thing that makes it 2020 indestructible. And that's a real problem, obviously. Ugh, this sucks. Because now it just makes Marit Lage. Tries to play something though, might be able to kill him. Nah, he's not gonna play Marit Lage. Damn it. Ugh. Yeah, we're just dead to the 2020 then. Oh, he's got us on turn 17 or whatever with the 2020 if he just goes for it. Yeah. That's all she wrote, folks. Didn't quite get there. But we had a good time. That's mostly what matters. I've been Dennis. If you let me know if you like this kind of format of videos more. By that I mean the big one long video rather than all the little rounds chopped up. And we'll see, maybe we'll move towards that in the future. Oh, a little bit of ugly recording software there. But yeah, see you next time.